3,
2,
1,
go!
go!
Living life every day.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica, aka LiveLaughLoveSticher. This is my son Luke, you've seen him before, and this is
Mom.
my wonderful mother! This is Mom, aka Barbara. I am so excited we actually get to do a video with her today. We are in her lovely tent, which we will show you at the end of this video, where she's been living all winter long. This woman over here is a strong woman.
Summer now.
And we're summer now. Though, what did you just get done for your place you're going to live in for hopefully this winter?
Oh yeah, we got the plumbing and the concrete done. Now we just have to start building up the building. So in the ground we're ready, and the well dug.
So real quick, just background. If you haven't seen my first video or heard me talk about it, my mother and father just bought 95 acres up here in Idaho, and we are going to be starting an entire homestead on it. It's just pure flat land, no buildings, nothing. So my mom stayed in a tent all winter long, and we're just now getting to put up her steel building that she's going to be staying in for the winter. And I say she, my dad is going to be staying there too. He's just a truck driver, so he always is on the road a lot, and he'll come back for a bit and then go back on the road. So it's mainly my mom and all of her animals.
And yours.
And mine. And my horses.
Kimberly
And
animals.
pigs. The pigs are here.
You'll get to see them all.
Yeah, we'll show all this at the end of the video. I will be doing a full panoramic of the property, hopefully get a few drone shots. I'll get in some animals, and we'll show the tent. So we're going to show just everything at the end of the video if you're interested in sticking around. But for those who want the stitching, let's get that going. And Luke, if you don't want to stay here, you can go play if you want. Do you want to stay here with us? Okay, Luke's going to stay with us. Okay. All right. So Mom, what got you into stitching?
Grandma.
Grandma did.
I did a little bit of needlepoint before. In my family history, there's a bunch of crochet pieces and like doilies and some needlepoint. So
Okay.
I saw those
Needlepoint,
as a
not
kid.
cross stitch, right?
Needlepoint, not
Okay.
cross stitch. Yeah, mostly on like linens, on
Oh.
pillowcases,
Doilies?
runners. Yeah, doilies,
Okay.
stuff like that. And so when I met your dad, Grandma was a big cross stitcher. And
Really? Flosstube 3.
So the first piece I did with her was actually back then we used to have magazines. Getting back into cross stitching, I can't believe how much is on the internet, and you have to buy the PDFs. It's hard to find magazines. So anyway, the pattern I had was the 3 Christmas bunnies that are skiing.
Oh!
And I was doing that while I was pregnant with Trevor, and Grandma and I were camping with Grandpa and Dad, and in the camper we were cross stitching.
I don't have that ornament. She made 3.
No, I've got them with my stuff.
Okay.
Still. You don't get them
3
yet.
siblings. Okay, we don't get We're not old enough, I guess. Almost 30 is not old enough.
No. No.
Luke,
You
you
will.
look so scared. Okay, so those are your first patterns?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the first one that I did was the bunnies with Grandma. Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have pictures, but if I'll
No.
get a picture... Okay, we don't
They're
have
all
pictures.
packed away.
Eventually we'll see them and we'll show you guys because they're really cute. And she did them in 3 different colors, green, blue, and red. Of course, I took the red one.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. It's one of the ways I could get you guys to help decorate the
Decorate.
Christmas tree.
Okay, there you go. Hey, that's smart. Okay, so
Yep.
Grandma introduced you as well then.
Yes. Yeah.
She's just the head of both of this, and she's branched off to 2 different stitchers.
Yeah, so hopefully we
Nice.
can keep it going. I don't know if any of the boys are going to want to do it or not. But...
He's taking an interest. He's got a Christmas gift coming up
yes, that's
with
right.
something.
I
Yeah,
forgot
so
about, yeah, that's right.
yeah. But okay, cool. Well, what has been one of your most favorite pieces you've stitched?
Well, you reminded me of the one that I did for the baby blanket.
Which looks like this.
Yeah, and that one, yeah, that one was really cool. I like that because I could pass that on. Otherwise, I do have one. It's in storage, and it is an old farm truck.
Yes, I guessed it.
It has a flat tire, and the old farmer is leaning against it. And I got it framed and gave it to my husband, and it says, "Better get a horse" on it because of the flat tires. So.
I remember you working on that because it took a little bit.
It did.
It had a lot of backstitching though.
Yeah.
Again, eventually when we get pictures, I'll put a picture of it up because it is really cute. And I don't. Did you get it from a magazine?
Yes, that one was in a magazine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't used to sell them at the 20 years ago.
That's only, well, but what you could get for a magazine is what you buy for one pattern now. Like,
oh, yeah.
$12 could have gotten you a magazine. Because in my last video, she hasn't watched the last one, I don't think. No. But I said how I was collecting the Just Country Stitching magazines. And how they've got like 20 plus patterns in there. Mm-hmm. And it looks on the magazine, it shows how much it was, and a lot of them were only $8.
Oh yeah. Well, and when Jessie got me back into the cross stitching, and I'm looking online at patterns, I'm like, this is terrible. I have to look at a pattern and go back and look at a pattern and go back. And so I tried to get a subscription, and all I could do was back order past, because all of a sudden now in 2020 and 2021 they don't print them anymore.
Yeah, it's all PDF.
Yeah. So I did get 2 back orders of magazines because I just can't let go of my past.
Yep.
So I got them. I've got one.
Stony Creek. They've got some cute patterns.
Yep.
This is autumn 2021.
Yeah. And then the next one that another one that they've got.
That snowman is so cute.
Isn't it adorable?
And I don't mind backstitching. So Stony Creek appeals to me because they do have some beautiful backstitching that just brings the patterns to life. And this one is winter 2022. So
yeah, so that's it. I'm out of luck. But I do have a collection that's all packed away, and someday when I get to find my collection again, we can share that.
Yep.
Jessie used to always go through and covet them, but
I did. I would go through it, like little Post-its that you can just put on a page.
She did.
I marked all the ones I wanted to do, and so each magazine had like a ton of little Post-its.
And not only that, you picked them out in color according to who you think would like them. So there's green ones and red. I think we didn't have red though, so it was pink. It was pink.
Yeah, it was pink.
And then blue stickers on everything because she went through and said, "Oh, Kimmy would like this. Oh, Dad would like it," or whatever. So
good. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Even when I was young, I like to be organized. I color coded everything.
Yes, she did.
A little of a control freak here. But they're still there. I know because I looked 2 years ago when we were moving.
Yeah.
Well, when you weren't moving yet, but I looked and
they were in the garage.
Post-its were still there.
Garage. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So one of my realizations is, as a young mother, I would see other people doing cross stitch with these big, huge patterns and all their printed papers and stuff. So Jessica started on some big patterns a few years ago, and I couldn't believe how impressive all those pages were, and she's coloring through. And then this year she roped me into doing a project. I volunteered,
we'll talk about that one.
but then I couldn't believe now they're just on PDFs, and there's pattern keeper. Yeah. That's made it a lot easier than highlighting.
I was going to say, but you like the pattern keeper.
I do, because it also rewards me at the end of the day when it says 86 stitches today.
Yeah, it does.
86, yes!
Well, I keep it the percentage. I like seeing that too. Pattern keep has been amazing.
I want it to get to 1%, though. It's not there.
It's going to be. We'll show you guys that one in a bit. That's the one that we were doing for my father together, but we'll show you that in a bit. For now, do you want to show what you're working on right now? So they kind of see what kind of stitch you are. So we'll show some of her current whips. We'll show the one that we're working on together for my dad. And then we'll also show some of her haul that she's got. Because she doesn't have a whole ton like Grandma and I do.
No.
A lot of her stuff is packed away in magazines, like we said. So we'll show you guys what she's got kitted up and what she's planning on doing over here. And yeah, and then we'll talk more about Mom.
So, and Jessica's introducing me to a lot of new cool ideas, because I've got so many flosses. When I first started 30 years plus years ago, I bought the whole collection of DMC. Of course, it's grown since then, but I've got it all on cards in my little keepers in the storage. So Jessie and we pull out and put them on project rings. So Jessica introduced me to this, and it's actually pretty cool.
I like it a lot
So-
better than the ring, just because when they're on bobbins, like the pieces that you put up can fall down, and so you'll have strings hanging down. And I don't like to do floss drops like a lot of people do, like have it on the floss, hanging from the floss. I like to have it more organized. So this actually is really nice. This is Fireweed Lane on Etsy. I'll link her down below.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So that's on my current project and all the colors that I'm working. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
My mom's
it's
like
really pretty. I'm very
patriotic stuff.
Patriotic. Yep.
So
She let me pick, and that's the one I picked out. So this is our Ukraine piece that we're doing to support the people of Ukraine. And Jessica sent me out to that website in support of
Magic Swamp by
Yep,
Stitchy Princess.
Stitchy Princess. The artist herself is in Ukraine, and so this is where I'm at so far. And like I said, or Jessie has pointed out before, I finished my clouds on the side because I like that better than just cutting it like the pattern did.
It looks a lot nicer, but I didn't want to do the extra work. But I still might, because hers looks really good. It looks really good.
And it's still on paper, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a lot farther than I am.
And then Jessica, again, is trying to really enhance my life. It's pretty easy since I live in a tent right now.
Yeah, you live in a tent. It's just that hard.
So she got me a project bag.
Lake
by
House
Lake House
Stitch
Stitch.
Company. On
And
Etsy
isn't
again.
that adorable? I love sunflowers. And on the back, again, I just love it. It's like a picnic. It's so cool. So, anyway, my Ukraine project is living in that right now because it's one of my current projects. Grandma told me that I would just love doing several different projects at a time, and I said, I don't think so. And I don't. I can handle two. After that, I can't. So, in ordering that from the gal in Ukraine, I thought, well, I'll order a couple more patterns from her.
You did get that one.
I did get that
one's
one.
cute.
So,
Did you start on these?
No.
Oh, okay. So these are kits. They're going to. Wait, what about the other one that you're working on?
Oh, you want that one right now? Okay.
We'll show kits first, and then we'll go to the we'll do whips first, then we'll go to kits.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year, we both were monogamous stitchers, and then my grandma's like, "Well, you guys should try more than one." And now I went crazy, and I'm trying to dial it down.
Yeah, go
Mom
there.
didn't go too crazy, but she still
I like
got a
to
few.
see projects finished.
This one's so cute.
So this is one that I had picked out to get back into the stitching.
It's called Like an Evergreen. Oh, it's a Stony Creek collection. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cute. It says, eternal gift, God's love is like an evergreen tree. Oh, evergreen, everlasting, evermore. We love him because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. It's really cute.
And there's my progress.
This fabric's really pretty too. Do you know what the fabric is? It looks like a 25 count.
Oh, it is 25.
I don't know, like a
I got it from 123.
almost looks like a country mocha, but it's not. And she's like me. Look at that seam. Look at that. There's no room.
That's it. That's the edge of it. So I have to get it framed.
Yeah. That, or you're gonna
I
have to
messed
sew
up.
on an extra little bit right there. That's
I
what
could do that too.
El Caballero, my mom's gift. That's what I would be left with if I don't take off a few rows because I didn't margin it right. So who do I get it from?
Count our numbers a little too close.
Oh, it's super cute though.
I
It's
was being
looking
lazy
awesome.
and I just folded it in half, and then I figured out the center point and I started from there, forgetting that there's about 3/4 of an inch in the binding on the edge. I shouldn't have counted that in my half mark. Yep,
That's okay.
yep. None of us. All
That's
growing
okay.
room. Growing room.
It makes it so I don't feel so bad
Okay.
about mine.
So do you want the big project now?
Yeah, let's do the big one. So,
Okay.
I sent
the backup.
The backup floss. My mom's never done a huge piece before. The biggest was probably your broken down truck. Was that the biggest you would say you probably did? All in one go?
No, I did one for Grandma and Grandpa on their wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like a doily, basically, because you pull the threads different ways, and it's really pretty. But it was probably 18 by 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So nothing.
So, yeah. But when I started doing the Heaven and Earth designs, I was like, Mom, pick one out. I want to do one for you. She picked out El Caballero. Well, she said that she liked it, so I picked it out for her. And then I was like, well, I want to do one for each of my family members. So I sent to my dad, I sent him to the Heaven and Earth design site and say, hey, Dad, would you pick one up? Not expecting him to actually pick one out, but he did.
In a short time.
In a very short time, yeah. And he picked out this one, Friends in High Places. I don't remember who by. I'll put that down below. Do you remember who it's by?
No.
Okay, I don't remember who it's by.
Fires.
But Friends in High Places. It's really pretty. It's got 5 horses on it, as you could see. And it's beautiful. And I'm thinking, holy criminy, that's a lot of background. That's a big piece. And my mom was like, oh, I'll help you on it. I'm like,
she told me, she says, it's going to be bigger than the one I'm doing for you. And I'm like, okay, I can help out with that.
It's double the size.
How much bigger?
It's double the size. It's smaller than my super size max color grand library, but it's as big as the Stardust one that I'm doing by Laura Prindle, the one that I took over. So it's a decent sized one. And Mom went and got all the floss. She's like, this is so much floss. And she's never finished a skein before, you guys. So.
No, none of my projects has required 2 skeins.
The black hat and El Caballero?
Yeah.
It's taking a full skein. Just the hat part alone is taking a full skein. So anyways, what we're going to be doing when we actually live together is we're going to be passing it off week per week on who's working on it so that it's a collaborative. We're both doing it. For now, Mom is just keeping it over here with her because it's easier.
Yeah.
And since I'm working on her piece at the moment. But so this is Mom's progress. Mom, do you know how far you are?
0.64%. She was gracious and said, I think you'll get about 50 stitches a day. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. Yeah, life gets distracting. That's why I keep 2 pieces going so I can get off of this one, because that one is pick your blue.
There's 3 blues. Which one do you like the best?
And we're at about 2,600 stitches. Just like 809. That's the number today.
But isn't your favorite color blue?
It's very my favorite color.
So you should love it, right?
3 kinds of blue.
I was laughing because as I was working on the piece that Alara and I work on, and I won't show any of my progress this go around. It's going to be in the next floss tube, but the 5th came around, so I worked on Alara's piece. It's all blues at the beginning, so I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm doing what you're doing. I'm doing the same stitching, it looks like, but it's not. It's different, but all the blues.
And I've never worked on the 25 count until this go around.
20, this is 20
I'm
count.
sorry, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like 25 count. And so Jessie was up here for a week, and when she was going through, she let me know kindly, Mom, you skipped a few. You didn't have the second half of that stitch done. So I have had to go get new reading glasses and a magnifier so that I can try to keep up.
Yeah, because they're doing 20 count, 2/1 full cross. Not just half crosses, and she had a few half crosses that I had to go back through and do while I stayed in the tent for a week.
Yep, so she'll keep me on my toes, and we'll be done then within my lifetime.
I planned on getting it done in 5 years, but it's slowly stretching out since I haven't worked on it, so it might be about 6-7 years out, but it will get done, and it'll be a beautiful piece.
Graduate from high school.
Not that far away. We're going to get it done before that. No, but it'll be a fun collaborative piece that when we do get it done, like it's the first piece we've ever done together. So it's going to be really cool.
It'll be fun. And we hope to have everybody in the family do a couple stitches.
Yeah. Kind of like what I did with my Pokemon, where each of the boys got to put in 1 stitch. No, let's not shine it on them. My husband fell asleep before he could do it because I was just doing it all that night. So, but each of the boys got to put a stitch in Charizard's wing. So we're going to make sure that everybody in the family gets to put a stitch into this piece towards the end. And for some way, we're going to do like a signing of it. And I saw, real quick, we'll go back to you. But on Instagram, I forget who it was, but they actually created a QR code that they stitched into the back, like on a separate piece of paper. They stitched and put it on the back of their frame so that they could just scan the stitched QR code and they could have all the information for that pattern, when they started it, who the artist is, when they finished it, how long it took them to finish, if they did do any conversions, like color conversions, what the fabric was. All that information was on that QR code. I'm like, that is so smart. So we might be stitching a QR code. She said it took...
Skipping the duration part.
Right. Yeah.
By the time we get it done, we'll just have it microchipped.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. We'll have a tracker for it. Right where it is all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not leaving the house.
But I figured that could be a cool thing to do, and maybe just have us sign our names all around the QR code or something for it. I think that would be fun. So yeah. All right. So now we'll show you guys some things she has kitted up and that she's going to be doing.
So this one, again, back to the gal in Ukraine, Stitchy Princess. I like that pattern. I have a sister that I wanted to do this one down below with the sisters, but I'm going to change the colors to blues and reds because that's what my sister and I like. And I am going to do that. Hold that.
Yep.
On.
See, this was her project bags, just like me. Ziploc. We're slowly upgrading.
Yeah. So this is what is that? Blue French linen.
28 count.
Where did you see that?
28 count.
Okay, I don't have my glasses on.
It's 28 count blue French linen. It's really pretty. It's like the beautiful royal blue. The camera's actually doing a good job of picking it up, though it's a bit darker, but that's what she's going to be working on. And 28 count, so she's going up. So she's feeling confident with her magnifying glass here.
Yeah.
She's moving up in count. So that's what she's going to do.
And my sister and I are both country girls, so that denim is just going to be beautiful.
Yeah, denim, there we go. Yeah, it's really pretty.
And then this one, you can take it out of the bag if you want. I think that will be cute for the winter forest.
28 count raw linen.
And again, it's Stitchy Princess.
I've got that one too. It's so cute.
Yeah, after we both got out there, we discovered we both ordered the same one. And again, I'm not used to having to... In the tent, I do have a computer and I do have a printer. So I was freaking out if I couldn't get internet connection to my computer because I don't have internet other than through my phone. And so I was freaking out if I couldn't get this printed. So that's why I called Jessie and said, I'm doing this. Can I forward it to you? And apparently they have safeguard ways and stuff. But she's like, oh, I ordered that one too. I was like, okay, good. Somehow I'll get that one done.
Somehow. One day.
It's the wrong time for me to discover that this stuff is on the internet.
when she's out in a tent
when
and
I'm
away
in a
from
tent
the internet.
without it.
This one's cute. I like these.
This one was adorable.
So it's the January 9 patch. Sorry, I was trying to read the top. By Primrose Cottage.
You got to read that one too.
Are you going to do the full set of these?
No, I just really liked this one.
Oh, okay.
There's another one that I do like.
Okay.
So I might order a couple
I
more.
like the B one of those. So she's going to do it on 25 count pewter Lungana. So it's like a slight gray. Really pretty.
Yeah. That's what they had done it on.
Yeah.
And so I thought I would just follow along.
Follow along.
And what actually got me started back in it, and I haven't started on, because I was having trouble finding a fabric that I like.
So you guys saw my finished version of this next one. My grandma has finished it as well. I'll try to get a picture of hers eventually. But we all love this pattern. It's Horse Country Holiday by Artful Offerings.
And my problem is I couldn't figure out what colors I liked because I don't really like the teal in there. So
she's doing it on the same fabric that all three of us are doing it on.
But
yeah, Here's her
Oh, you
color
guys use
conversion.
the same fabric?
The stormy night.
Okay. Because you gave it to me.
Yep, 32 count Lungana is what she's gonna do it on.
Okay.
Same that I did mine on. Same my grandma did hers on.
But I have to finish one of my other projects before I can start on this.
She's so good, she limits herself.
I can't. Well. Yeah, a little bit right now. Okay, and so then, of course, being introduced to 1, 2, 3.
She fell down the rabbit hole like us all do.
Yeah, my husband is, he's like, you don't even have a sewing machine available. What are you doing? I don't necessarily like to put it on the plastic card, but I got this from Jim Shore, or by Jim Shore.
It's a Mill Hill kit.
It's so adorable.
We got buys.
So I got that, and I prefer that fabric.
18 count oatmeal Ada, the fancy floss of the olden times. That's what someone said. What? Kitschy Whip Stitcher, Kitschy Stitcher. She's so cute. On her second video, someone had commented down that in the olden times, that 18 count oatmeal, that was the fancy floss. And she's like, oh, I so agree. And she put up something, the fancy fabric. Yeah.
I have so many patterns done on this.
Well, I do too. I showed one recently, like the country pantry. That's done on 18 count oatmeal Ada because it was the fancy stuff.
It was. You couldn't get the dyed
but it's
fabrics.
Like it went back before 1, 2, 3 stitch and all the hand dyed stuff. That was the fancy fabric you used. That was the old fancy fabric.
Show them this.
I'm getting in trouble.
Yes, you are.
You already showed him this one.
Okay, show them that one.
All right, so this is the snowman from Mill Hill again. It's super cute. We're both going to be trying putting beads on for the first time because I've never done beads and I'm doing my Bella Filipina. This will be Mom's first beading.
And so honestly, I bought those. Yes, the oatmeal is the good old standby. Everything looks good on it.
It does.
I'm sorry, but it does.
It does.
I would go 20, 25 count on most of my stuff, but
this one's really cool.
this is pretty.
That's tiny.
But I had bought this hoping to use it for the Santa Claus and the snowman. But I thought it was more of a gray color because online you can't tell the colors. And so I don't even know what. I think it was just a tie or a.
It's like
a dyed, but it's more of a peachy color.
Yeah, peach with darker peach spots.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see that in there. And so it's really pretty, but I'll have to do something like floral on it or something because the snowmen are not going to look good on it. So that's why I went to the standby.
The standby.
And when I bought that, I bought the standby of white because I wasn't sure. I figured oatmeal or white for Christmassy stuff.
I'm going to have to introduce her to some of those that have like the pre-made snowflakes and stuff on them because those are really cute to do for Christmas patterns.
Oh, like you got for the boys?
No, it's actually like a printed fabric that has some of them just have dots and some of them actually have snowflakes. We're just getting into all the fancy fabrics and stuff like that, so we're still all learning about it. Like, I didn't know what opalescent was until I accidentally ordered an opalescent fabric and found that it was very shimmery, and I'm like, oh, that's what opalescent is. All right. Linen, Lugana, Ada, I barely knew the difference of. Now I'm starting to figure it out. Even I'm still trying to figure out if that just means Lungana or just if they fall into the category, and it's just, I don't know. We're learning as we go. 18 count Ada was what I always stitched on.
Yeah.
And now we're figuring out all the fun stuff.
Well, and a lot of the shops up here around us don't have cross-stitch stuff anymore. It seems like quilting might be becoming more popular again.
Yeah.
And I would love to learn to quilt. I need to do that. But all the quilting shops carry 14 count. It's even hard to find 18 count locally.
18. I know our Michaels has 18 count a lot of the times.
But that's it. That's as small as they go.
That is as small as they go. Yeah. And so if you want anything more up here, at least we don't have a local LNS. So, local LNS. A local LNS. There we go. LNS stands for Local Needlework Shop.
Okay!
See, I told you, we're all learning up here. We're slowly getting out of the Hicks and getting to more modern stuff. Anyways, hey boys, you were doing great. Let's keep it up, please. Luke, share. Sorry. Anyway, so that's kind of what Mom likes to stitch. She's done some really cute things, and we tried to get my sister into stitching. I know I kitted up, I think it was a Teresa Kingsler chart, or it's Teresa Kingsler or something like that, where she does the dragons and stuff, but she does a lot of conversions and stuff like that, and I kitted her up one and see if she would start at like 5-6 years back or something like that. No, actually it was even longer than that. Oh dang, it was like 12 years back. And she is the crochet and sewing, that's what she loves to do, but she doesn't really care for needlework, so, which is just fine. And my brother, he's done a pattern before. He did an Easter egg back when we were in high school together. Mom probably doesn't remember. I remember it because I thought it was cool that Trevor was stitching, and Trevor remembered it when I talked to him the other day, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. And I'm like, yeah, it was like a decent sized egg. I mean, it was about that big. It was lots of different colors, and so he stitched one thing before, but it only kind of fell between us and and my grandma. But yeah, so now you guys have the trio of stitchers in the family where we all get together. I'm very blessed that we all get to stitch together. Yeah, and yeah, so Mom will be showing up a lot more. Grandma will be showing up a lot more. I'll keep you updated on their progress and stuff like that if you want to see some of their finished pieces when they finish them. Because I know Grandma, she's coming up on finishing the bunny in the basket that we started. She's almost done with it. And I'm like, oh no. So I actually just started working on mine again because I have a finish. You guys don't get to see the finish right now. You'll get to see it. You guys will get to see it next video. Okay. You guys get to see finish 2 FFOs. Yes, I figured out the struggle. I had a wonderful gal send me the site. She has a Flosstube as well. I'll link her down below. Boys, hey. Luke, share please. Sorry. I'll link her down below. She sent me a site for YouTube, and that gave me an exact tutorial on the piece I was working on. So I was able to finish that. I have another FFO. And I have a new start. And I'm getting ready for another new start. Because I joined in the SAL. Haunted Library SAL. That the 20-minute stitcher showed me. I was like, ooh, I want to do that too. So I started that. It's really cute. It's like a library, like an old library staircase that goes around. It curves like a C. Oh. And you don't get to see what's on the staircase yet. You just have to do the staircase, and then every couple weeks she releases a new character on the staircase. Oh, cute. And so I'm behind because the first character is going to be released on the 26th of this month of August. And how she's doing it is really cool. She's doing chapters. So we got the prologue released, which is the staircase. And then chapter 1 she's going to give us, and she's making it like a chapter book for like the library, and so it's really cute, and I was like, I want to do it, so I did. I got it. And then of course the Dark Queen of the Earth by Autumn Lane Stitchery Sal, that is going to be starting up. I've already pre-ordered my stuff, and it's going to start the 1st or the 5th of September. One of those 2 days. And that one I'm really excited for, and I know Alara's doing it as well. Yes, I said Alara again in my videos. I've mentioned her in everyone except for the first. Yeah. Alright.
I'll stick to 2.
You'll stick to 2. That's okay. You could just look, you could see some of mine and stuff. And then it vicariously live through finishes, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully
what we do.
I'll get some finishes.
Yeah, eventually. I'm trying to do a finish a month though, so that's why I've been and I have so far, like the last 3 months I've had a finish each month. So, and this finish, okay, it's Apothecary. I finished Apothecary, you guys, if you've seen my stuff. So I finished Apothecary, and I put the Brenda Gervais Rabbit in a Basket into Apothecary's spot in my rotation. So, yeah.
It's going over my head.
It's okay. That's why I'm keeping track of it for you.
Good. Somebody has to.
Somebody has to. Somebody does. But anyways, real quick before we get into my mom and out of stitchy stuff, because this video is going long enough as it is. I do want to go ahead and do a prayer shout out. I think that's what I'm going to start calling them, is prayer shout outs. Last time I did one for the tiny house stitcher because she did lose her sister, and I asked that you guys just send good vibes. If you pray for her. This is not a channel where I push religion on people, but I do want to add it in because it is a very big part of my life. So for this week, there's been 2 beautiful ladies that have lost people very close to them, and I would like to go ahead and shout them out and shout out their channels. The first one, I have it written down, so the first one is Elisa at Crafting in Colorado, and again I'll link her below. She is a beautiful stitcher. She just celebrated her Flosstube anniversary, so she's been there for a year. She did a whip parade, and at the end of it she did share some very saddening news that her father passed away. And I won't go into specifics because that's for their videos. So she's hurting right now. Their family is very upset, but so if you guys can pray, send her some good vibes, send her maybe just a little card or something, stitchy love, just let her know that you have her in your prayers, or you have her in your thoughts, because that again, that's got to be just heartbreaking. And she was upset when she made the video, but she is such a beautiful stitcher, such a beautiful lady, and has been fun to watch a lot of her progress and her patterns. So that was Elisa at Crafting in Colorado. And then the next one, she is a friend of Alara's, and she's been doing Flosstube for a bit as well. Her name is Kelly, and her channel is Kel's Stitches, and she's got some beautiful pieces that she does too. She's doing a year in the wood, and she's doing the fox right now, but she's got it on like a pink background. Well, it's not really pink, it's like a dark pink colored fabric, but anyway, she's doing a great job and she's flying through it. And unfortunately at the moment she's lost her stitchy bug a bit because she just lost a dear friend to her, and it was a very unexpected loss too. So she's taken a step back a bit from stitching, but hopefully she'll be coming back. So if you guys can send some prayers and love her way, because that loss was unexpected and her heart's hurting as well. So just send her love, send good vibes, pray for her if you pray, and hold your loved ones tighter, because these are uncertain times. We never know what's going to happen. So while they're there with you, hug them, love them, call them, say hi, send smiles, send hugs, and just keep them in your prayers. So Elisa, Kelly, I have you in my prayers, and Tiny House Stitcher as well. I have all 3 of you in my prayers, and I hope that your heartbreak lessens. It'll never end, but lessens eventually. So those are my 2 prayer shout outs. Yeah, so now we'll go ahead and move forward from there. And I promise the prayer shout outs won't all be sad. It's just these 2 that I've been these 3 that I've been watching. They just had some things big hit them, and those take precedence over somebody moving and stuff like that. But eventually there's a lot of stitchers that are moving. There's a lot of people that are changing jobs. So I do want to shout out those and have prayers sent to them as well, because those are things that you could be in prayers too. So, or good vibes sent anyways. Anything stressful. So I promise they won't all be sad, you guys, but obviously those are the most heartbreaking, and they take precedence. So anyways, I think that's it for our stitchy talk. Yeah. So if you guys are here only for stitching, thank you so much for sticking around. I know it's been like 40 minutes, but I appreciate it. If you guys want to stick around and hear a little bit about Mom's life, what we've got going on, that's Kaladin, it's Luke. Then go ahead and stick around, and if not, then we'll see you in Flosstube number 9, where I will be showing my progress and all of my stuff going on. So thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking around if you want to hear about my mom. So, Mom. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and say goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
So, okay, now, so Mom, what made you want to come and live in a tent?
Oh my gosh. Ever since I got out of high school in the Treasure Valley, I thought, I want to live
Okay,
where
but-
the
okay.
trees grow naturally, and because I'm originally from Alaska and I miss the trees. Treasure Valley is a high desert, so married your dad, and we decided to raise you three kids in one place. And after that, we told you guys move where you wanted to. We'd find the middle ground. I just wanted trees. So that landed us just about in the center of Idaho. But there's lots of trees, and I love it. Did not plan to be in a tent through the winter. Wanted to be in it. We figured because the property that we got had no house or buildings or anything, electricity, well, we'd put up a tent to be comfortable in during the summer while we built a cabin. Well, by the time we acquired the land, it was September, too late to build, too late to put in a well. So I wound up in the tent through the winter. Yes, I had options. I could have been in town. I could have got a fifth wheel trailer. We were told there were lots of snow, and I didn't want to be alone and have the responsibility of taking the snow off of the camp trailer. So thought, okay, people have done it. I can live in a tent. This is the day of Amazon, so I can figure it out. So we did start construction this spring. The winter was a good adventure. I think everybody needs to take an adventure like that and figure out just what you're made out of, and that you can do it, because you can do. We're so much more capable than we think.
Though the people on the side worried like crazy. I've not
She
called
and
my
I have
mother.
never talked every day until I stayed in this tent.
And now I call her every day, and
Every
it's our
day.
joke. You still alive? Yep, I'm alive. Okay, good. And
But I tell
call
her, we
every
talk
day.
first thing in the morning, because that's when we can actually get a hold of each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, well, if I fell and slid last night, it wouldn't do me any good today.
True. She gets a 3-strike system.
Right.
She doesn't answer the first time. I wait 5 minutes. I call her again. She doesn't answer then. Again, I wait 5 minutes. Call her again. She doesn't answer then. I'm getting in my truck and I'm driving down. Something's happened, and I'm 2 hours. An hour and a half
Almost,
away.
yeah.
So, yeah, we teased about that too. It's like, yeah, if you fell and slid, like, there's nothing I could have been doing. So, it's just to ease my conscience. Okay, go play, buddy.
But
Okay.
it's been good. I mean, like I said, we learned a lot. We did find we have 2 cisterns on the place, so we were able to get water for most of the animals, and we moved the whole farm up here, minus the buildings. So, yeah, we've got 13 horses, 2 dogs, 13 full-size horses, 2 donkeys.
Oh, okay.
I messed
said
up.
Dogs. I was
2
like,
donkeys.
no. She has 6 dogs.
3 miniature horses. Yeah. It started with the 4 chickens and Kimberly's 5 goats. And then this spring I brought in 10 more chickens, and they stayed in the tent with me. And I came up with 4 dogs, acquired 2 more before Christmas.
Do you want to show your dogs?
Sure. I love my dogs.
Go in order.
They're my pack. Age-wise, we'll go, here's Blake. He's my guardian. And then Eli. And he was supposed to be my guardian, but the coyotes howled and he ran for the tent. Olive is just the cuddle bug and the old lady in the group, but she's only 9 this year, so she's just ornery. We came up with Gidget, thinking that Gidget would be Blake's replacement, but she didn't grow quite as big. And when we started hearing the coyotes more, we thought, okay, we need another one, so we got Missy. Missy is the livestock guardian dog, and she sleeps outside to tell the coyotes to stay away. And then we got Bear, because Bear will be able to grow up and protect me and the other dogs.
And Bear will be having puppies with my dog, hopefully next year. I've got Nico and TF that will be coming on. So, a lot of dogs.
Very, very well protected. I am not one that likes to have more than 3 or 4 dogs. I've always had 2 inside, 2 outside dogs. Right now I have 5 inside dogs and 1 outside dog.
In a small tent too, mind you. Not home.
13 by 20 tent.
Right behind us. That's where they sleep. My mom's bed is right there.
Right here. I have dog crates in here for the 4 that stay in here. Olive sleeps on the bed. And then Missy sleeps under the tent or by the side of the tent outside. She's very happy outside.
Yeah.
And made for it. But we had a lot of snow. We had I don't know total accumulation, but I know throughout each time, we probably had about 42 inches of snow come down. We had it so that it was above the bottom of the tent several times.
She had a lot of fun. I say fun because I got to listen from the side. Maybe not so fun for her, but ways of learning how to keep heat in. Her little furnace working or not working.
The wood stove.
The wood stove, that she's got.
We had some issues with that. When you live this far out, they don't service them, so you have to learn how to do it yourself.
So she's had some fun adventures, but she's our trooper. She's the strong woman that stayed on the property. Eventually, all of us will be on the property. Right. My husband and family. And then my sister, her husband, and their kiddos are going to come on and live on the property as well. And we're going to, actually today, we're going to attempt to get set up to start doing our first horse training videos. So
I haven't worked with horses for a year, and I'm supposed to be a horse trainer, right? I think that's why I had time to cross stitch again, because I didn't have time to work. I couldn't go work with the horses.
Oh yeah, when we move and I'm actually working with the horses again, my stitching's gonna go down.
Well, and we have a rule when we work with horses that we can't be alone. We can do stuff on the ground with the horses, but we're not supposed to actually work with a difficult horse.
When you're alone and you do that, you break your ribs. Personal experience.
And the kids can't drive you to the hospital.
Yeah, the kids can't drive me to the hospital. No, I was fully alone. I didn't have the kids with me then either. Last fall, I fell off of my horse who was green broke. I was getting her saddle broke, and fell off and broke my ribs. First bones I've ever broken. And I had to hobble back up a hill to put her away. I'm trying to breathe. Yeah, no. Anyways. No. So shouldn't be alone when you train horses. No. So we're very excited that we're actually going to get to start working together. And train together. So
I actually have the miniature horses that are about 32 inches tall, and those I will work by myself because I mean they're going to bulldoze me over
babies.
if anything. They're little. You'll see, they're easy. So. Yeah. But now we have 5 pigs more, 10 more chickens.
But you guys saw the piggies in the last video.
Yeah, and 2 more baby goats that came along. So homesteading is in our spirit. I hate to call it homesteading because my grandparents really homesteaded in Alaska, and they roughed it. They really roughed it. I have, like I said, I can call and order up the parts that I need. My husband can stop in Boise and pick up something on his way up here. We're 5 hours north of Boise. And so it's not like we don't have resources. And my grandparents didn't have resources except for what they went to Alaska with.
Right, but you've still gotten closer than a lot of us ever have or ever will.
Yeah, but I had a fallback plan. I had you and your sister. Yeah. If I had to, I could evacuate.
Kim lives about 45 minutes away from Mom right now. She's down in Grangeville. And so my husband works in Lewiston, so they kind of met right in the middle of there. Is where we're at. So she would fall back and she could go stay with Kim if that was necessary. So and she just got a shower like a month ago, an outdoor shower.
I drove to town once a week until then, at least, every 6 to 7 days. Took a good shower, not just a sponge bath.
Yep.
Having hot water up here and being able to, it was so perfect because it started getting dusty and working outside all the time. It's like, that shower is pretty nice.
This is one tough woman. And we won't go too much further because our video is getting long, but I do want to say that her neighbors have kind of coined the term of the crazy tent lady. Like, when she goes into town, they'll be like, did you hear about this woman who's living up on this acreage all by herself in a tent? And she's like, yeah, that's me. Or she'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just living in a tent. They're like, you're the one we've heard about. You're the great, because it's a small town.
It's a small town. And the highway district was awesome about keeping the road plowed up to our driveway. And it was just my job to plow it from here, from the tent down. And so the highway department let it be known that somebody's living up there. They've never had to plow this road in the winter ever until this year because I'm here. So it was kind of a big deal for them.
is a good thing or a bad term. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But
hey, if it gives me distance, I'm okay.
right?
With that.
Yeah.
If they give me space when I walk to town, I'm good.
You're the crazy hermit lady now.
Yep.
Oh, but no. So we're gonna get her out of the tent this year and up in the steel building. So and hopefully, by next spring we'll be moving into the steel building with her. We're just gonna have to see how things play out. Getting people up here to help work things. Plumber, like it's just not as easy because it is a small town.
I learned to do plumbing this year. My dad was a plumbing contractor when I was a kid, and I lost him 28 years ago.
Didn't he work on the Alaskan pipeline?
That was my real dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my stepdad did work in Alaska on plumbing in Alaska.
So they both were plumbers? Oh.
Kind of. Well, real dad, Richard was a lot more heavy construction stuff. Yeah, not really plumbing. But anyway, yeah, so I had to learn how to plumb and rough in because we can't find a plumber. And Dad and I had to dig and do all the excavation work for the cement and prepare that pad because we just can't, there's not enough people. So yeah, we're hoping, I mean, she was ready to sign a contract for construction of a house with a builder and then realized the date was 2023 that they were going to start building. So she's
they changed the date.
Change the
plans. They changed the date like the week before we were going to sign for things. They changed it and said, oh, well, you know, we actually can't get out there till next year because we're too booked up now. Yeah. We're like, oh, well, we can't. Okay. So we're actually doing something else, but we will be hopefully building next year. We'll have to see. I've got to talk with find a general contractor first. I think I found one, but until then, we'll probably just crash with my mom and her steel building. But at least we'll be on the property, right?
And then we can work horses in the snow because it won't hurt when we fall.
It's been our dream. I've been away from actually getting to train for the last 9 years. And my mom's now been away for about a full year. Yeah.
A full year.
And it takes a toll on us. Horses are our passion. Training is our passion. And working together and being able to do that together it's so much fun. Yeah. And I'm excited because I never really got to train a whole lot with my sister, but when I left to go to college, she started training a lot more. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be fun to actually have her training with us too. So but anyways, so we're going to be working on videos. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. But we'll probably go ahead and wrap this up because this is the longest video I'll have out. And I still haven't showed panoramics. So I am so excited that you guys got to meet my mother. I'm really excited that you will get to see my grandma hopefully within a month.
Let's hope so.
We'll see. Yeah, we're going to try to do one eventually. Maybe we'll get all three of us in on that one. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much for following her. I'm tickled with what she's doing.
Following her and my grandma. They love grandma. Oh. They love grandma.
We all love grandma.
Yeah, so thank you guys. Don't forget to smile because it might brighten your day and maybe someone else's.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time.